Welcome to another episode of Saline Speaks. I'm Chase Stanton, the station manager at SCTN. Today I'm joined by Cheryl Phillips, who is a program coordinator for the St. Joseph Mercy Health System, and we're going to be talking about the Drugs 101 program coming up in Saline. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having us.
So, can you give a little bit of background information about what the Drugs 101 program is overall?
Absolutely. The Drugs 101 program, what parents want to know, is something we developed about 5 or 6 years ago. It is focusing on prevention and early intervention education for parents, so they can know what's going on and the latest trends in use among our youth and signs and symptoms to look for, as well as paraphernalia to look for. A big part of the program is we bring in a mock bedroom scene, and in it are over 70 possible drug indicator items, and the participants are then allowed to walk through that bedroom scene and see if they can identify what might or might not be drug related.
Now, who are some of the presenters coming in and talking to the people?
There are 2 of us, and we tag team on it because it's a 2-hour presentation. Myself, and I have a background in education, and my colleague Gretchen Knockhazel has a background in recreational therapy and substance abuse.
So what was the big push, and some viewers might know, but for making this in Saline and getting the word out to Saline?
Well, there is a drug issue in Saline, but Saline's not unique in that. There's a drug issue in communities across our country. The unique thing about Saline is that they are doing something about it. The mayor has developed a Saline Drug Task Force, and they are meeting regularly to work on this issue. And St. Joseph Mercy Health System is supporting that. And one of the ways we're supporting that is by bringing this program to the community.
Now, when people come in, sometimes it's uncomfortable for them to come in and talk about these kind of things. Can you talk about how it's a safe environment and an open environment for people to come in?
Absolutely. There's no accusations going on. It's not like people are getting up and saying, oh, my kid has an issue. It's really just educating everybody from parents to grandparents, aunts, coaches, teachers about what's out there, because the drug trends are changing dramatically. The program we developed about 5 years ago, we changed again a week ago because there's always new things happening and new trends and something else coming out that wasn't happening a year or 2 years ago. So it's constantly changing. We all need to continually educate ourselves as to what's going on so we can keep our youth safe.
Great. Can you talk a little bit about, obviously 2 hours is a long time, but some of the different topics you'll be covering?
Yes, we are talking about the latest trends. I mean, some of the biggest trends right now are prescription drug abuse, which is just skyrocketing, and how that occurs and what it can lead to. We talk about the, again, latest trends in substances. For example, some questions parents will learn, like, what is the drug of choice for our 3rd to 5th graders? What is a beer bong? What does an octopus have to do with alcohol?
Okay.
Some things like that. And what is a synthetic drug? What is Cloud9, which is the biggest thing in the news lately? We're going to educate them about that, so when they go home, they have the tools and feel empowered to talk to their youth about those things.
And you talked about how there's an actual mock bedroom set up. Can
Yes.
you talk a little bit about the reason for that?
The reason for that is really to show the paraphernalia. A parent can walk in a kid's room and there might be stuff laying around. They have no idea what it is or what it's for. So this way, if they saw something that looks pretty innocent, but they'll be clued in now to know, oh, that might need a conversation to have with my child about what is that and why do they have that.
Great. And you actually brought in some of the things today. We
Yes.
don't want to give all the secrets away, but if you want to talk about some of the different things you brought in.
Yeah, a couple things that are real innocent looking. For example, the candle. It looks like a candle, smells like a candle, it actually works like a candle. But at the bottom of this one, there happens to be a compartment that can be opened up where things can be hidden. So if a parent might be thinking their child's using drugs, but they haven't been able to find anything in their dresser or their drawers or their backpack, something as innocent as a candle could actually be hiding drug use.
Wow. And you mentioned that this isn't something someone's making. They can go out and buy this.
Yeah, absolutely. So these are things called safes. They come in candles and in cans and hairsprays. And they're ideally used for families to keep valuables safe. So if someone broke into their house, no one's going to steal a can of hairspray that actually has their jewels in it.
Wow. And so leading on from that, we talked a little bit about, before we started the show, that there's information on how to talk to your kids too. It isn't a confrontation thing.
Oh, absolutely not. We really talk about building blocks with our youth instead of what we call roadblocks. And building blocks are having continual conversations. We don't have one conversation with our kids about drugs and never bring it up again. It's a continual education for both the parent and the youth. And the better relationship we have with our kids and the more we know about them, then if our youth turns to drug use, it's going to show up a red flag real quickly for us, and we'll be able to intervene very early.
Now, people can sign up through Community Ed for this, correct?
They can sign up through Community Ed or our site, stjosehealth.org/classes. Either way, and if they don't have time to sign up, they're welcome to just show up that evening. We won't turn anybody away.
And where will the event be held?
It'll be held at the St. Joseph Mercy Saline Pavilion.
Is there any kind of online information available or other ways parents can educate themselves as well?
The internet is a big tool. Go on Google or YouTube and type in the name of any drug and you'll have a whole plethora of information about that.
Is there anything else you wanted to talk about today for the program coming up, or letting parents know?
Well, we really encourage parents to come, even if they know their kid is a good kid and they're 100% positive their kid doesn't use anything. It doesn't hurt to educate them so that maybe it's one of their kids' friends who something starts up with. Then that parent's going to know and be able to help intervene and talk with that family as well.
Well, I want to thank you for being in here, and again, if you could let people know where and when to be.
Absolutely. The program is at the St. Joseph Mercy Saline Pavilion on October 8th from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. We do encourage people to arrive early to have enough time to walk through the bedroom scene.
Great. Well, thank you again for being here. I encourage everyone to come check it out or just find out more information to help your community and keep our kids safe. So,
Absolutely.
thank you for being here.
Thank you.